So I saw this article today, and I thought this could be a really interesting article to kind of react to, talk about, learn more about these said players and who these players could, potentially be if the Bengals should or not sign them. So it's one pending free agent from every NFL team. So these are players, obviously, who are not currently under contract or could be released as of free agency. So let's go ahead and talk about this because free agency is right around the corner and we have a lot to discuss and talk about on the channel, right? So first player from Arizona, Kelvin Beachum. Cannot speak today. Beachum is a 33-year-old right tackle. Actually, I think he's now a guard. I think he was a right tackle, left tackle, and now a guard. He's going to be 34 years old going into this next year. I say it all the time. I'll say it again. Offensive linemen, they age like fine wine. The older they are, the better they get. So, a lot of times, because of that, people will say that, offensive linemen at any age could be absolutely monsters. Kelvin Beachum is a 76.4 pass blocking grade, 59.6 run blocking grade, and a 70.6 overall grade. Other than the fact he's over 30 years old, this is not the worst signing / player they could sign possible. So I'm going to give this right here a C+. Possible. Caleb McGary, right tackle for the Atlanta Falcons. All right, let's go ahead and pull him up. He is going to be a lot younger. He's going to be 28 years old. He has played right tackle his whole entire career. 17 games, 16 games, 13 games, 16 games. Not bad. So very consistently on the field. We love to see that. As always, we love to see players that stay on the field aren't really injury risk and injury concerns. Oh my God. That pass blocking to run blocking ratio, grade-wise, is god-awful. So, this is interesting. It's like the opposite of Mike McGary. Mike McGary for the 49ers sucks at run blocking, but he's a pretty good he sucks at run blocking, but he's a pretty good pass blocker. He sucks at pass blocking, but he's a really... I said that correctly? No, I did say that correctly. Yeah, this is literally Mike McGary. Pretty much. And this guy is really bad at pass blocking, but he's really good at run blocking. I have to look farther in his stats just to confirm this guy is actually as bad as they say he is. Yeah, no. He's never been a good pass blocker. I'll be honest with you, if I'm the Bengals here, that's a no. I don't want a guy who can't pass block. I mean, I like run blocking, don't get me wrong, but this ain't the Baltimore Ravens here. This is the Cincinnati Bengals who are going to throw the ball 6,000 times a year. So you need a good pass blocker. You can't have an awful pass blocker. There's no reason for that. So, no. McGary, my man, that's a no. Josh Oliver, no. I love Josh Oliver. He is, we got Mark Andrews, Josh Oliver, Isaiah Likely, and then obviously the up-and-coming guy, I can't remember his name. Cannot remember his name. He was a 4th-round pick. He was injured. I can't even remember the guy's name. He never panned out to anything, but I think he will next year. I forget the last guy's name. But anyway, though, yeah. Personally, he had 400... he had like 150 yards last season. Was it 150? Let me see. It was 150 or 400 yards. Josh Oliver isn't bad, right? And he does make some splash plays sometimes. It was 149 yards. I was right. But he just isn't anything special. And I don't really think Cincinnati, if they're going to go after a tight end here, they're not going to go after a guy who's really nothing. They're going to go after a guy who's really solidified and has a lot of value and potential and, goodness about him. He's pretty much, you could get this guy, you could find Josh Oliver in the 5th round of this NFL draft and be fine. if you're going to target anyone in free agency, you're either targeting Dalton Schwartz, you're targeting Mike Gesicki, or you're targeting Austin Hooper, or you're just not targeting in free agency. You're targeting in the draft, and that's it. So, Josh Oliver, come on, man. Devin Singletary. So, Buffalo did draft a new running back. They got James Cook, which is supposed to be their new, money guy. They also traded for Nyheim Hines, but Singletary is still their leading back. Now, of course, some would argue that the leading back is actually Josh Allen because he gets the most rushing attempts of any quarterback in the NFL. I think he has more rushing attempts than Lamar Jackson. He definitely has more goal line rushing attempts than Lamar Jackson. I will say I really do like his receiving ability, right? Now, obviously, he hasn't had crazy numbers when it comes to receiving. But also, he hasn't been crazily utilized either. I'm going to go with no. I really got to go with no here. And that hurts me because I think he does have some value. But if they did go after him, it would cost way too much money. And I just don't think it would be worth it at the end of the day. This man has 56.6 receiving ability, which is not that great at all. An 83 overall rushing ability. There's so many players in the draft they could target or in other free agents they could target. It's a no for me, coach. Cameron Erving. Alright. My man is 31 years old. He played center, tackle, left guard, and left tackle, which is always what you like to see. A very versatile player. What do we got on the Pro Football Focus? Let me see what we got here. A 78.5 pass blocking, 58.3 run blocking. That's actually not that horrendous. And I would not be against the idea. He also played 76 snaps at tight end. Well, you know what? You're about to play every position. This is a yes. I wouldn't be against a signing. I'll be honest with you. I would not be against it. Al Muhammad. Who my man Al Muhammad. Okay, so he is a 28-year-old pass rusher for coming off a year with the Chicago Bears. Started with the, is that the Rams or the Saints? That's the Saints. Started with the Saints, then went to 4 seasons with the Colts, and then obviously played 1 season with the Chicago Bears. Let's see a little bit more in value-wise who this man is before we get into it. 28 years old. No. Alright. Von Bell. Yes. Yes. Von Bell's a yes. Greedy Williams. Let me see. I think Greedy Williams young, right? Yeah, he was drafted in 2019. So he's only 26 years old. 26 years old. What pick was he again? He was a 2nd round pick, so there's probably no 5th-year option on him. 11 games last season. Played when he started once, obviously coming off injury. Never want to see that. Not a huge deal. Usually players come off injury, gets 1-year prove-it deals. So as many times I think Cincinnati should target a lot of 1-year prove-it deal players. Coverage grade 49.6. Run defense 68.3. I'm going to go with a no on that one, Chief. That's a no for me. Dallas Cowboys, Terrence Steele. Okay. Again, like I said, all these players could technically be a yes if it's a correct value / correct contract, right? So undrafted. Okay. Now played 3 seasons for the Cowboys. 1 at left tackle, 1 at right tackle, and then the other 2 at tackle, it looks like in general. 13 games. Well, he played 16, 16, and 17. That's not bad. Let's look at his grades according to Pro Football Focus. What are we looking at with Terrence Steele? Okay. No. Okay, no. 63.7 pass blocking, man. I hate to say this, but listen. You got to keep Burrow honest. You got to keep, not honest, oh my God. You got to keep Burrow protected. That's the number one thing to focus on in free agency here. If you're not going to keep Burrow protected, then who gives a crap about any of these signings or any of these players? You got to keep Burrow protected. That's number one. So if you're not going to keep him protected, then there's no reason to sign somebody. Your tackles need to be pass blockers. Your guards need to be run blockers. Your center needs to be a mix of everything. No. We already talked about him before. It's a maybe. No. We already talked about him before. It's a no unless the price is right. Green Bay Packers, Jaron Reed. Let's see. He was a former second-round pick for the Green Bay Packers. Okay. Played, not Green Bay Packers, former second-round pick for Seattle Seahawks. Played a total of 5 seasons with Seattle, 1 season with KC, and then 1 with Green Bay. He's 31 years old. I don't like the above 30 arc. Not gonna lie to you, above 30 makes me want to say no, and that's gonna be a no. It's gonna be a no for me, Chief. Yes, 100,000 gazillion% yes. Maybe for the right price. Possibly. I gotta look at his. I think we talked about him before. Some of these players we already talked about. I'm just going to give my reaction right away. Yeah. On one end, maybe. On the other end, no. He's a right tackle. Possibly. No. Kind of weird? No. Well, actually, wait. We didn't talk about him yet. Let's look at him before. I'm thinking about someone else we talked about. Well, we said no, didn't we? All right, let's look at this guy, Drue, Tranquill. Played 4 seasons now, currently as linebacker for the LA Chargers. Okay. What's his injury history? He hasn't really become a starter yet. He's kind of like not a no-name, but he isn't a player who's really developed. Okay. Get that run defense up a little bit, my guy. You could be a good rotational guy. We always talked about the fact that Jermaine Pratt's replacement is Gaithers. So, Akeem Gaithers. So, at this moment in time, he would just be a depth piece, if not a rotational guy, which I don't really mind. And I would say maybe. Taylor Rapp. My man, let's put a Rapp on that. Nah, I had to make the joke, okay? Former second-round pick for the LA Rams, okay. He has played now 4 seasons for the Rams. Maybe. You know what? Yes. I'm going to go with yes. He's a yes. He's going to cost a lot, though. He is going to cost a lot. I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, he's going to cost so much, bro. He's going to cost as much as Jesse Bates, pretty much. Not as much, less than Jesse Bates, but pretty much up there, man. Pretty much up there, man. I don't know if I would say yes to that. I'm going to say yes if the price is right, right? Yes if the price is right. Former 7th round pick for the Cincinnati Bengals, ironically enough. He hasn't started a game since 2018 with the Bengals. I mean, he's gonna cost nothing, man. He's gonna be a free player pretty much. Bring in a free player, no, not even worth it. What is that picture, my guy? It's like you have a uniform on, but they photoshopped you out of your uniform. Yes. Let me just double check. I want to make sure I double check Isaiah Wynn. I know who he is, but I want to make sure. Yeah, no. I had it as a no, but I wanted to make sure. Punter, I think they get this in the draft. Overall wise, punter in the draft. He looks like Jesus. We talked about him before. I'm going to go with the yes. Tyree Jackson. He sounds familiar. There is nothing on him. How old is he? How is there nothing on Tyree Jackson on Pro Football Grade? Oh, because he played quarterback and he played tight end. God. They literally just reverse engineered a Taysom Hill. Taysom was tight end, then quarterback. No, Taysom was quarterback. No, this is Taysom Hill. They made Taysom Hill. No. We talked about him before too. Yes. Maybe. Oh, wait, my bad. Yes. Maybe. For the right price. LJ Kohler. Get his whole name in there. Former first-round pick for the Seattle Seahawks 2019. That means he's going to have a fifth-year option. Yep, he's 4 years in the league. This would be his fifth-year option. They don't pick it up. He started 8, 10, 16. No, sorry, he played these amount of games. Let's just look him up. Let's see what he's looking like. Gotta be decent grades, man. Oh, God, no. That's a no. Sean Murphy Bunting. I've actually thought about him for the Bengals before. I was considering it. Yeah, I'm not against it. I wouldn't be against this. For the right price, I wouldn't be against going after him. For the right price. No. I know he has some value to him. I've seen him many times talked about highly. Yeah, he's not the greatest, but he has decent run defense. He's a decent player. Nothing too crazy. 5th round selection in 2019. Yeah, he has value to him. So those are all the players Cincinnati Bengals could target. One player from each team that they could target. Obviously, there's more players to talk about. From each team that they could go ahead and target this offseason. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.